I want to give you a very brief story, and I hope I won't bore you. But please, just listen to this story. In 2006, I was elected governor of Piman, Akwa Ibom State Chapter. I was the youngest ever governor of Piman in Nigeria at the time. And that moment sparked off a seeming revolution that produced what became most of the stars that you have in Akwa Ibom today. That is not the story. The story is that while I was the governor of Piman, I ran into a few very wonderful singers. One of them was King Zoro Boy. I know a few people here may have known King Zoro Boy, who was physically challenged, but who had one of the best voices in his time. I used to see him as a child singing in the ferry from Oron to Calabar. And so when I saw him singing in my band, I called my band leader. I told my band leader, if we don't do something about King Zoro Boy, he would have lived and died with this thing that he brought, and nobody will do anything about it. That was how we decided to record King Zoro Boy. Myself and my producer, Utben Yang, who is an Ikorekpene boy, who is now an air traffic controller, produced King Zoro Boy, Kelob Chop, and Amami, Dio, all those songs. King Zoro Boy was physically challenged, but he became a star. He died 2 months to his 12-city tour in the UK that we put together for him. 2 months to that tour, King Zoro died. He came from a village in Barenin. King Zoro died and was buried in 24 hours. I stood and begged the entire village not to bury King Zoro Boy. Like a nobody, he was buried and was forgotten. When Christy Essien died, I was the one who put up a memorial concert for Christy Essien. Once upon a time, Christy was called Lady of Songs. She represented Nigeria in China and across the world. But she came from Akwa Ibom here. And Christy died, as big as she was. Today, it's a very normal thing. She just lived. And while I was governor of Piman, Mozambique was a great guitarist from Uyo here. He was my vice chairman. Etebong of Rafia City Band was my vice chairman from Ikorekpene. One member who stood with me during all the storm was Sawilka. You knew him as a star, but I saw him as an activist because he worked with me. And very recently, he passed on, and it's a normal thing. I came here today to do a song in memory of some of these people, and to use this opportunity to remind the living that maybe our life is so beautiful because of the activities and the actions and the creativities of some of those people that are dead. And also as a reminder that I'm standing here, people call me a living legend, and someday I'll pass and it will be a normal thing. In spite of all musicians have done, it is still a normal thing. There were some who have been the Ewoks, the Osanga, who have performed on this same stage, this same event, who have gone. And it's a normal thing. But in other climes, people set up edifices to show posterity that this guy or this lady walked this earth. But here, Because a lot of the things we do don't have value. Because some of these people are not rich people living around you. Some of them were not political leaders. And so, it didn't really make sense. So they lived and passed on. But everybody sitting here remembers a Sawilka song. And his songs will be part of the nostalgia as we are growing older. We will remember because it will represent an era even in your life. And so I know that one day eventually I will pass, but I want it to be on record that I had an opportunity and I used it to do a song, a tribute to Sawilka, to King Zoro Boy, to Chief Emmanuel Tia, to Christy Essien, a lady of songs, and to all those who did so well, illiterates who became big band owners. That was ₦1 million investment, and nobody applauded them because they didn't speak big grammar. Amin padang kong kong abot kamongo fanima bangkang ko dororo Fiorina fureda rimboro wepekobo imafuno mi nemesero imasanga para miya burana maswanyino yang mai pai koidemo idore yin dika basio Yarida imanyino isong esero Erio ufanimo Erio ufano Ufanimo aponame Aforia wado namde Afokeri ufanimo. And I know that some of you in this crowd, you represent industries, represent an area of professions, and you know somebody in your industry who did a lot for the industry and passed, and the industry is thriving, and those people don't seem to remember. But since you know the person, you can also transform the song and dedicate the song to those people, and so that we can grow beyond the culture of just letting great people live and pass and not remembered, because it seems to have become a culture here, and that culture maybe we should begin to change. So you can sing for someone you know.
Just very recently, we toured the whole of the state with Sawilka to produce the governor that's sitting here. Today, Sawilka is no more, and it's a normal thing. Should it be a normal thing? The greatest high life artist just passed on, and is treated normally. will be unfair if I, that walk with him, don't take an opportunity to remember him. And that is why I did what I did today. And someday, even I will pass, and it will be a normal thing. May this remain in our memory, that you watched a tribute to Sir Wilka and King Zoroboy. That is my performance for today. Thank you for being part of it. And I'm